Natalis debris, tagged for salvage.
Nice work. Get ready to fight.
Readings indicate all Turian wreckage on Haval has been found.
Good. Tell our salvage teams to get busy removing them. Got it. Let's give this a try. Whoa.
I wonder if the sages up here know anything about the Remnant. It's probably too much to hope they'll share secrets with us.
I wouldn't count on it.
Above us! Whoa! up here before. I have heard of the sages of Mithravar, but never gave them much thought.
Why not?
Isn't a story worthless if it isn't shared? If the accounts of our past are kept hidden, they may as well not exist at all.
Loading ammo! Look at that.
Bypassed that security. How is that possible? An alien?
I'm Ryder, Pathfinder with the Andromeda Initiative, from the Milky Way galaxy.
That does not explain how or why you are able to operate the remnant doors. It doesn't matter. You must leave. We do not entertain guests here.
Havarl's in decline. If you tell me about the lost monolith, I can help fix it, reset the vault.
With Ryder's help, Havarl could be healed. Our birthplace restored. Isn't that worth something?
It's lost. The memories of its location haven't been reclaimed. On Mithrava, we have accepted Havarl's eventual ruin.
That's a strange choice of words. What do you mean by reclaiming memories?
One may occasionally remember a past life, if the conditions are right.
What do you mean?
We believe in reincarnation, an unbroken thread.
There was one, long ago, who had knowledge of the third monolith. Zorai, a champion of the Angara from before the Scourge. Zorai's soul has returned and could be made to remember what it knew. But we have no contact with it.
So you're saying there's some way we can make people remember their past lives?
Souls retain within families. An object, heirloom, tied closely to that bloodline could cause memories to resurface.
But it's not guaranteed.
It has been known to happen on rare occasions in the past, with other souls. The only known heirloom of Zorai's family rests in an area with active remnant. No one has survived the journey. But perhaps you. Zorai's soul was reborn in Tavos, who is now a Roka. He recently returned to Haval on a mission.
A Roka. That'll be difficult.
That's why you're here, Jal.
They won't like that I'm helping you.
This may be a dead end, but we have to try.
I will send you the relevant coordinates. We considered Haval a lost cause. But perhaps now, there is hope.
Another memory trigger?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
Esmus lets you wander around with no supervision? You're interrupting our lesson.
Could use more interruptions.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get in your way.
And yet you're still here. As I was saying, the propulsion system that took Bashal to the skies was inspired by 4 remnant pieces. And that's just one. Much of our progress was prompted by the discovery of remnant artifacts.
I think I'll leave you to your lesson.
About time.
Ah, good. I've wanted to talk with you. How are you able to use the Remnant?
With an artificial intelligence that helps with analysis and translation.
So that's the trick. I wouldn't have guessed. Angara, who live close to Remnant technology, sometimes learn how to use specific tech. It requires intense concentration, and even if we can make it work, we've never understood how it works.
So some of you can use remnant tech, but you don't know how it works?
Not all Remnant tech, no. Like I said, specific pieces. Take Mithrava, for example. Some of us can operate the security that protects the Sanctuary. The knowledge was passed down through generations. In my case, it took a year to learn how to open a simple door. The difference between knowing you can eat a tree's fruit and understanding why that tree bears fruit.
I should be going.
Suit yourself.
Back again?
Where are these artifacts you're talking about?
The few that still exist reside in Aya's repository. However, many have been lost. Though there are rumors that as wilds grow wilder, things long buried may be unearthed.
It might be wise to study whatever we find. Something out there might give us an edge against the Ket.
You believe the Angara learned crucial scientific ideas from the Remnant?
It is not just belief, it is a matter of record. Some artifacts were even left in unfinished states, likely to demonstrate how they were put together.
I think I'll leave you to your lesson.
About time.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Earth nears, it's harder to face the possibility that I might never see Amara again.
Sorry to interrupt, but what's happened?
Ahmad is ill. He hasn't got much time left. Ahmad, perhaps this stranger can help. If they've been to Palev, maybe they've seen something.
I came from Palev, actually. The little research station?
Research station? It used to be a large settlement. A dar. Amara moved them when she left Mithrava.
Palev was overtaken by the jungle, remember? A few cycles ago. Everyone left.
Oh, yes. I remember now. But that means Amara's gone.
There might still be a way to track her down.
All Dara keep records, don't they? If there was an organized evacuation, they would have documented the process.
And the records would state where she went. Pala, that's genius.
Where would they keep those records?
Likely some kind of administrative building. If it still stands, and the machines still work, it's a slim hope. I don't want to impose, stranger, but I would welcome any news of my sister.
Leaving Avaril. Bridge is yours, Pathfinder.
Jal says Evra is waiting for your call, Pathfinder.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
Should have seen it. Perfect drift.
We've got a finite set of tires, right?
Also limbs.
Well, what's the point of having them then?
So, Jarl,
So,
we haven't had a chance to talk alone. You comfortable in here?
I took it. It feels strange to stay with the others. They are... you are... aliens.
And you're alien to us. So there, we have something in common.
We can look at it as a place to start.
Got it.
Perhaps then, if we're all aliens, it's about what kind of alien we are.
You had no idea about us, but you signed up to help us anyway.
Perhaps it had nothing to do with you.
That all you've got? Now that I've proven you can trust me, I was hoping you'd feel more able to open up.
I have certain dissatisfactions that I'd like to leave behind. They're quite personal.
How do you know Moshae Sefa?
She's our greatest mind on the Remnant. I was his student.
You studied the Remnant too?
A little. I was terrible. I quit. Or she threw me out. One of those. We're still very close.
So, is that your rifle?
It is now. It's Ket. With my own modifications. I like to tinker, to get my hands on something and take it apart.
That's a skill I know we can use. But I have one request. Please don't take apart my ship.
You're right. I signed up. Volunteered for this. It's exciting. There's something unique about you. Uneasy,
raw, but somehow profound.
Face value, that sounds like a compliment. A nice one.
It is. Angara feel deeply. We have more trouble hiding our emotions than showing them. I should get back to my work.
As if I didn't have enough on my plate, add deciphering alien psychology.
What plate?
Exactly. See you later.
One hell of a trip this is turning out to be. Hostiles, ruined worlds, no home in sight. Everyone's getting toasty. There was a 2-hour argument yesterday and no one even knew how it started.
That's not good.
Luckily, I have the perfect way for people to unwind. Movie night.
Taking a breather for a good movie? I could get behind that.
Best part is, it doesn't need to be good. Still get mileage out of the bad ones. It's worth it to jumpstart everyone's pioneer spirit and all that. The Tempest database is pretty dry. Could you download a movie library from Nexus Ops to see what I've got to work with?
If I have time.
Thanks. Everyone will appreciate it.
Did you hear the news from Eos? Asari refugees showed up at the outpost. Only a few, but that's better than none. Bradley says there's an officer in charge, Hidaria. She could know where the Ark is.
We'll head to Eos and see what she knows.
Good. Rumor says Sarissa Theris was on the Asari Ark. Exactly who we need.
Who's she?
Probably the best commando strategist alive. Her biotic shields saved hundreds at the Battle of Kirkus. Apparently, Sarissa's acting as bodyguard to the Asari Pathfinder. She's probably got a plan out of this mess already.
I'll take someone with that much experience. Another reason to find the Ark.
When you're ready to look, we can catch Hidaria at Prodromos. Wouldn't mind tagging along.
You again. Want to hear more about my childhood log cabin?
You really won't tell me what you're working on?
That's right. Next question.
What was it like for you on the Nexus?
Well, I wasn't supposed to be woken up yet. A resourceful accomplice finagled my early thaw. So I kind of lived off the grid. Snuck around, bullshitted my way onto excursions off station. After I found my first remnant ruin, I started, borrowing shuttles. After that, I didn't spend much time on the Nexus. I even missed most of the revolt.
You mentioned you came to Andromeda with someone?
Nothing gets by you. Guess that's why you're the Pathfinder. Just a friend. The one who woke me up early. But now she's not even that. It's better to venture into the unknown without restraints or entanglements, don't you think?
A certain independence might be helpful. Yeah.
Exactly. I don't want anything holding me back.
What drew you to the Remnant?
Are you kidding? It's evidence of a sophisticated species no one knows anything about. It doesn't get more intriguing than that. There's so much to discover. I want to be the first to figure them out. And the tech, it's on a different scale. If we can appropriate it, who knows what advances we'll make.
So how do you like the team?
Interesting bunch. I get a good feeling from Vetra. Not your typical military-minded Turian. Liam seems a lively one. I expect he'll surprise me. Drek is, well, old. Wonder if he can still learn new tricks. And Jal. That book hasn't even been written yet, has it? Exciting.
What about...
Gil smacks of complication. Might take some unraveling. Callow and Suvi seem busy. I hope they aren't all work, work, work. Who's left?
Well, there's...
Oh, right, Cora. What's her deal? Is she as prim and proper as she comes across?
She's exactly what she should be. Capable, reliable. She's a valuable part of my team.
Sure, sure. That comes across too.
There's also Lexi, our doctor. She's an Asari.
Oh, I'll get around to her. All in all, seems like a decent bunch.
What does someone have to do to get you to flirt with them?
Not much at all. But I get a little extra jolt when I'm matched wink for wink. So just be yourself and the flirts will flow.
You're off the hook, PB. Good luck with your project.
Thanks. Don't be a stranger.
Ah, there you are. Gotcha.
Am I interrupting?
Nope. I go the way the wind blows. You're here now, so you're the wind. Just dealing with some scourge issues. That Archon fella tried to warn you not to joyride into it, but you were just la la la. It was an act first, think later move. I respect it. Well, more like I resemble it. Hey, you play poker?
Come again?
Poker. Card game with bluffing, betting. It's an age-old measuring stick of a person's character, fortitude, guts. Used to think maybe it was my calling. Turns out I'm just good at it. Never lost heads up. We should play sometime.
Willing to put your streak on the line?
Huh. I'll risk it. Next time we port up and you're in the mood, I'm always in the mood.
You're taking the Angara, old man?
Strong, honorable survivors. Been a while since I encountered a new friendly species. Last time was the humans.
Oh yeah, you lived through first contact with them, didn't you?
If I recall, my exact words were, "They're bold for being so squishy, do they know they're mostly water?"
Harsh. Don't let Ryder hear you.
Ryder, you meet Spender yet? Colonial Affairs, the ass in assistant director. Got no idea why Addison keeps him around. Spender lied to the Krogan during the uprising, and he's headed out for cash ever since. He's up to something. I just can't prove it. We should pay him a visit on the Nexus.
Why did the Krogan leave the Nexus?
The Nexus got us Krogan to stop the mutiny. In return, we were supposed to get a say in station business. Spender, Addison's assistant, lied about the deal, and Tan came down hard. Too hard. So we left. Kesh is alone on that station now.
You think someone might try to hurt Cash?
More like she airlocks Spender. Or he tries to stab her in the back, and then she airlocks him. Tan wouldn't listen to me when I told him Spender had a part in the mutiny. I had no proof.
So what's my part in this?
Things need to get sorted out, and my clan needs to get back on station, without Spender messing things up. Way I see it, you're probably the best one for that job.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pyjak scratch its butt?
Anything about the Ket, or combat in general?
Well, common Ket are pretty straightforward. Hit them hard enough, they die like anything else.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Hey, one last thing.
Yeah?
Is everyone a kid to you?
Ha, when you get to be my age, yeah, pretty much.
Terraforming, Atmo processors, gravity wells, life-destroying murder bubbles. We really had no idea what Helios was about, did we?
If we knew what it was all about, it wouldn't be an adventure. It would just be moving. And everyone hates moving. Just the packing alone, ugh.
Point taken. I'm just saying. I really hope you have a plan, Ryder.
The plan's the same. We find a home. Whatever that takes.
Keep that drive. Makes me believe we can make it. I mean, we have to make it. The alternative is not even worth thinking about.
How did you hear of the Andromeda initiative?
Short answer, Cash. She was looking for some experimental ship mods, and I knew how to track them down. I thought it was a one-time deal, but she came back. Once, twice. Eventually, I figured out something was going on. Something big with creds behind it. I asked and she told me about the initiative. New galaxy, new home. Couldn't pass that up.
You talked about your back channels. What did you mean?
We brought a lot from home. Some of it marked initiative, some of it in personal caches. Most things you want, someone's got. You just have to figure out who, and what they're willing to take in exchange.
That just sounds like you're taking advantage of people.
Is it? I get people what they want, and they do want, or they wouldn't pay.
You were on the Nexus when the revolt happened?
When you promise people golden worlds and all they get are wastelands and a death cloud, they riot. Some wanted to go home, some demanded answers, and a couple just wanted to stir shit up.
And you?
Some days I wondered if the exiles had a point. Maybe we were conned into coming here. But why would the initiative go to all this trouble just to screw us over? Thing about conning people, you always know something they don't. And that's why the con works. And if I'm going to pick a side, I'm picking the liars.
Have anyone else here with you? Besides Sid?
No, just me and Sid. It's always been just the two of us.
No, I mean, someone special.
Special? Oh. You mean like... Oh. No, nothing like that. Who has time? What about you?
Anywhere's gonna feel empty if you don't have someone to share it with.
A romantic? I wasn't expecting that. Then again, the entire idea of leaving everything you know for a chance at something new is kind of romantic. Anyway.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Hello, Scott. Meeting with the Angara is truly historic.
I'll say.
My only comparison is Alec Ryder's experience in the First Contact War, a time of uncertainty and cultural misunderstanding. We are arguably in a similar time, yet your encounter was peaceful. I can see what humanity has learned.
How are those jokes coming, Sam?
Why don't Thresher Moors eat comedians? Because they taste funny.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing.
Again. Alenja there.
Sam's been compiling our star charts. The other pilots on the Nexus will have plenty of new trails to follow.
You can drop the charts off the next time we're there.
Funny. A few months ago, that station was like a war zone. Flying was my only way to escape the chaos. Now it's become a haven, just as it was meant to be.
Every good space station needs a big lake. Maybe some fountains.
Indeed. Even non-amphibians need a little water. Regardless, the worst threat to the whole initiative is still that monstrosity.
You mean the Scourge?
I still see it crippling the Nexus in my memories. I had to train other pilots in hazardous flight techniques just to look for food and water. It's a cage that eats good ships and good people. Helios won't be home so long as it's a threat.
It's a huge space anomaly. It's not going away in anyone's lifetime.
If we could somehow neutralize it, or if our ships had defenses against it. Still, that's what we do, isn't it? Find a way where there is none. Just see the Nexus for proof of that.
I saw pictures of the vault. Astounding how big it is. And how much of it didn't you see? What if it's way bigger? What's all that space for?
Wild remnant parties. What else would you use it for?
Well, that's a thought. You don't really think they... Oh, joking. I see. Good one.
I take it you work closely with the Nexus science team?
I try to keep in contact with them. We discuss anything and everything we discover out here. After all, many brains are better than one, and Dr. Aridana is worth 2 or 3 at least. I work best when I have other people to bounce ideas off of.
When did you start believing in a god?
My parents were both scientists. My home was ruled by rationality. So when I became a teenager, let's just say that while other kids found Batarian music, I found God.
But your work as a scientist
Convinced me even more, especially when I got into molecular biology, physics. The patterns I kept seeing over and over again, they were like an artist's watermarks. God, to me, is an artist. An inventor, not someone checking to see if I brush my teeth.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
Home of Eos and Prodromos. Descent is green.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
Back where we really started. What's new on our first home?
The Kett still maintain a presence. Skirmishes are frequent, and travel requires caution.
I've got a cure for that. Next.
The atmosphere continues to clear, but radioactive hazards pool in some areas. Study is ongoing. And remnant remain active on the surface, but also as detected by seismic readings.
Point of contact for all this?
Your people, Pathfinder. Prodromos is expanding, with all the trials and discovery that building an outpost represents.
Grounded in research.
All data about newly accessible EOS is from their work.
Well, let's make sure it gets the attention it deserves.
Nav points of lost supplies noted, Pathfinder.
Not busting our... Let's check it out.
Pathfinder? Darket, Tervian. I understand I was pulled from cryo ahead of schedule. My family is grateful, but I consider it my debt.
Everyone gets out eventually.
That may be, but the least I can do is show you the benefit. I'm exo-studies now, but in a former life, let's say I knew tactics. If I supplied the Kett on this planet, I drifted in. And there's only so many gravitational paths. Here's some navs to check for anomalies. Good hunting, Pathfinder.
There, did you feel that tremor? We've been tracking major seismic activity lately. But I don't know what's causing it. Something strange is going on out there.
When isn't there? I solved one mystery on EOS and 3 more pop up.
This one might be a blessing in disguise. EOS has massive underground rivers we can't tap, but altering those tremors just right might crack the ground for irrigation. Our seismic survey hammers would be perfect. All I need is someone to place them. Please?
You got it. Just tell me where to go.
I've marked out the areas where the tremors seem centered. Trigger their hammers there. Just be careful. The tremors are getting worse. Anything else before you go?
I've got to go.
Keep up the good work.
Pathfinder. Thoughts on how the outpost is doing? The planet?
Stellar. We keep it up, we'll make this world look like the brochures.
Another time.
Of course.
What do I even do? Sorry, friend, but... Pathfinder.
That's a new one. Usually I get one finally showed.
Are you kidding? Everyone knows you. You're why we're here. And I sure am. Here. Danny Messier. Couldn't wait to be deployed, but I thought the shuttle would take a little longer. Hoped, actually. Pathfinder, what do I do? A whole world is too much potential.
We're not out of the woods yet. We need more eyes on the Ket.
The Ket. You're right. We got first contact all wrong. I'll get right to that. Great day to be alive, Pathfinder. To have purpose.
I'll be interested to see what your scientists learn of Eos.
Armed and armored. Good for you. I could have used that ordnance a few weeks ago.
I'm Ryder, the human pathfinder.
Lieutenant Harper, we're looking for the Asari Ark.
So am I. Watching the skies every day, praying they survived the Ket.
At least you and these others made it out.
Only just. Our clothes were still smoldering.
What happened?
The Ket chased our Ark across the cluster. But these weren't their regular soldiers. They were hunters. Elite killers.
Being hunted by an elite anything isn't fun. What were they after?
I don't know. I'm a junior. I just do what they tell me. A bridge officer, Sarissa something, gave the evacuation order. Hundreds of people, all trying to flee. It was...
Where could we look for the Ark?
We lost track. But they launched a ship to help evacuees, and her crew would know. You'd have to find her. Follow the transponder, maybe.
Our Tempest is designed to find needles in haystacks. We'll handle this.
The ship's called the Paraphona. I'll give you her transponder codes and last flight plan. Thank you. It's good to see the Ket aren't the only ones winning.
A difficult start. It's admirable you kept trying.
Hard lessons we can't forget.
Recovery's a long-term process.
Recording Initiative Cryo Identification E97 Durango. Chief Engineer Grace Leto.
Last one out during the evac.
She took risks and they didn't work. But nothing worked.
That's Ket technology, Ryder.
Looks like we have some scavenger animals in our lost supply crates.
Bolstering all shields!
Quick mess to clean up. Not getting any of the supplies back this way, though.
I think that's it.
Sam, are you sure about this?
Yes, Pathfinder. The crates were opened using standard protocols. It's unlikely the local fauna could have accomplished this.
They're bugs, Sam. They didn't do it.
More data is required to be definitive, Pathfinder.
You're a real machine sometimes, Sam. This is where Chief Reynolds died.
Sandstorms would have buried the body long ago. I suggest scanning. Another armor piece. Chief Reynolds' helmet.
The search continues.
Pathfinder. The scanners picked up Chief Reynolds' chest piece, confirming single shot. Unable to determine weapon type, but entry point was at the back. Exit blast through the chest.
By all accounts, Nilken was in front of the Chief when he fired. So it wasn't his shot that killed him.
The Chief's Omni-tool might shed some light. Picking up additional armor scraps. I believe it's a trail leading to a cave nearby.
Could be where the nest is located. It's a Karkin nest, all right. Fan out.
Confirming initiative equipment, including Omni tool assigned to security. Accessing Hiram Reynolds. The chief was scanning at the time of death and exhumate data. The scan picked up 2 shots. One, a standard initiative rifle report, which missed. The other from behind, a Ket pulse weapon.
This proves Nilken is innocent. He didn't shoot Reynolds.
That's a relief. Good work.
Pathfinder, there is also an audio recording.
Go ahead and play it.
No! Where's Nilken?
Sorry, old friend. Had to do it. I'm not dying on this rock.
Son of a bitch.
Confirming. Voice identified as suspect, Nilken. So he did not kill the chief.
But he meant to. Need another chat with the man.
Pathfinder, the Scourge has reached this remnant site. Hostile activity present. Recording nav points for survey beacon placement. A trivial task.
Wasn't trivial to this... Four answers to the lost supply crates. Cleared it. Betting there's nothing left. This confirms it. The crates were opened first, then bait placed. By who?
By whom? And more data is required to be certain.
Camille has tuned the Nomad perfectly for EOS.
We're outfitted best we can be.
We purpose build, world by world. That's the way to keep things going.
Hostiles ahead!
Well executed!
That's Ket technology, Ryder. We had a legend that formations like this were from the weight of the sky, long before the Scourge.
Job started. Another step forward. Keep it up, Dad.
Sam, what am I hearing?
Technician Eric Camper's beacon protocols. They appear to include recorded motivational logs.
You are in excellent physical condition, Cora. Better than anyone on the squad.
Thanks. Didn't realize you were paying attention.
The mind wants what the mind wants.
This is resonating now. Probably with the vault. Hostiles ahead! Nice work.
Progress made, whatever it is. Each day, one at a time. You'll be fine.
Okay, where's this going?
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
That was one hell of a shot, Jal.
They become easier if you imagine your target is the Archon's face.
Noted.
Look at that view.
That sure is a sight.
The Outland's fire. You can see it from almost anywhere.
Nice work.
The sky is beautiful in its own way.
Our people came a long way. Nothing here will stop them.
You're welcome to this world. Few of us will come, even without the kit.
Progress, right, Dad? Probably simple, but in a new galaxy, and after I... Never mind.
What are you talking about, kid?
Were these shards of something bigger?
Can't interface with it. Guess we'll never know.
Embedded in solid rock. Impressive engineering.
Too bad there's no time for a swim.
Wonder what it's like on Eos when it rains. We do our job. Someone will see it.
Now this is familiar. The world isn't home without water.
Looks like Cat ahead. We should be careful.
Scourge got to that remnant.
That's it. Good work.
Here they come!
Good time for a field op, Jal. What's your combat disposition?
I kill the enemy before they see me. Do I need another one?
No, that'll do fine.
Okay, firing the first hammer. Hold on to something. Remnant coming from below!
Borrow one of those hammers. For important reasons.
That's a big tremor for a couple of remnant. Let's place the next hammer. I think that's Cat Tech. Stay alert.
Judging by the damage, the Ket were extracting data. This core is too damaged to properly read what they received.
Then we'll just have to find more.
Giving shield assist.
Animals are missing crates again, same as before.
Ket machinery, Ryder. We should be careful. Ket! Stay on guard.
Pathfinder, active remnant nearby. I suggest investigating.
Sawtree's plateau. All those broken pieces like a dragon's jaw.
I picked up readings of Nexus tissue equipment nearby.
That's it. Good work.
The person who left this behind, she was part of the first wave of colonists, wasn't she?
The probability is high. This researcher may have left data pads at other remnant sites as well.
Aya is watching what happens on Eos very closely.
Hopefully Prodromos sets a high bar.
Your first outpost. It must mean something to you.
That looks like Ket tech.
I was unable to extract much, but it appears the cat received a nav point from these remnant cores.
Can you get the nav point too?
Partially. I require another core to complete the string.
Company, looks like they mean business.
A Pathfinder, huh? No need to ask if you're a friend or foe.
I didn't know anyone from the Nexus was out here.
We're not. We're from the sovereign nation Advent. A few hundred clicks that way. Our nation. No Nexus interference. We didn't come to Andromeda to fuel Directed Tan's regime. In Advent, we're free citizens.
I've got no problem with you or Advent. I'm here on a mission.
I'm fine with Pathfinders. We've got a job in common. Our water table dropped recently. Like the rivers underground were running dry. We tracked the problem out here.
There's been seismic activity. We're using that and a survey hammer to tap the rivers.
Oh, shit. Advent needs that water supply to stay independent. Would you consider a deal? Our survey showed a massive natural gas deposit nearby. Your hammer taps that instead. We mine the gas and trade it to your outpost. Everyone wins.
Our outpost can manage with the water it has. Okay, done.
Great. I can tell you where to hit and call in our miners. The nation of Advent thanks you.
You're part of an independent nation. What's it like?
Advent? It's small, but growing just fine without Nexus support. Our capital, Aurora, is in a nice hollow of caves. Without those storms, it's cozy.
What's your problem with the Nexus?
I didn't come 2 million light years to dig someone else's ditch. The Nexus wants people to wait for permission before we start our new lives. A lot of us aren't waiting.
I hope your nation's intentions are peaceful.
Hey, we're colonists and pioneers, not scumbag raiders. Respect our borders, and there won't be a problem.
Do you have trouble with the Remnant back home?
Remnant? Those robot things? We see small ones from time to time. If they're here too, maybe they're all over the planet.
I'm going.
Good luck out there.
Get ready to fight! Close move. But we can tap the underground rivers from here.
What about the needs of the people in Advent?
The gas deposit's at the other site. That would help Advent. But we can't do both. More remnant!
Pathfinder, the underground water flow is moved, but not sufficiently.
Plot a new hammer site, Sam. One last hit should do it.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Last hammer. This should finish the job. Everyone ready?
down. Target. Down. Hit the legs.
Thanks.
Wow.
Ryder, it's Ainley back at the outpost. The seismic readings just went crazy. What happened?
A remnant the size of a building.
What? At least you made it and kept that thing away from the outpost. Nice work.
Planet after planet wears tech down in different ways. I usually end up walking.
Pathfinder, I detect Ket among this salvage. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
That looks like Ket tech.
Strange how bleeding for a place makes it feel worthwhile.
Pathfinder, I detect a Ket surveillance device nearby. I recommend destroying it.
Got them all. You said that was a surveillance device. What was it for?
Monitoring the colonists. It appears the Ket are gathering data on the initiative.
Already? Can we stop them?
I detect surveillance devices at other camps. Once you locate them, I can determine the best course of action.
Had my nose down in Remnant for so long, I never noticed the color.
Cleared. Sam, the scan says the drops were scheduled so no one would be around?
Delivery data was corrupted intentionally, possibly to avoid confrontation during the theft.